Hey guys, it's your Seven here. There's something that I just have to talk about that it cannot wait any longer, and it's something to do with Colin Kaepernick, the 49ers quarterback or wide receiver, or I don't know what position he plays because I really don't follow up on the 49ers that much. I'm gonna try to see if I could do it this year and see how well does he play compared to how much he runs his mouth? To be honest, see, it all started when he refused to stand up for the national anthem, and while it's questionable, the national anthem does have some racial tensions or not, that's to be debated. That's to be fully researched on. Fully researched on. Same thing with him protesting for not doing the national anthem. I don't, for me personally, I don't follow on the national anthem. For me, I follow the Constitution. I follow the Bill of Rights, due process of the law, and and natural law in general. You have the internet, you have Google on your disposal. Look it up and all. Believe me, it's some good information out there. And that's what I follow. I don't follow the national anthem that much. And so he has the right to protest. It's freedom of speech. It's freedom of expression. I can understand that. Hell, even Donald Trump did it himself by not putting his hand across his heart. That's up to. That's also up to be debated as well. Uh, and so, and also on the link before in the description box, I will also link some articles on how, or some video showing how Copatrick or Copernicus, I don't know, but Colin, I'm going to use his first name, this football 49er NFL player, he talks about to the press about how the online hacking and how you call it, the Hillary Clinton email scandals, and how she's not like if it was a regular person, she would be automatically sent to prison. I agree. I agree. That's a good point. Now he reaches down to Donald Trump, which he is a racist. That's where I begin to question his motives because countless and countless of times, mainstream media, corporate media would tell you that Donald Trump is a racist, but he has, in his past, during his time as a businessman, he has talked to thousands of famous black African Americans, such as Rosa Parks and Muhammad Ali, and I believe another link that I read about. Maybe you might not need to take a look at it. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty significant if he is really a racist. Why has he had these dealing practices with so many famous black celebrities and black entrepreneurs and black civil rights leaders himself? Question. Then it will go down to Julia Borowski's latest video, about how she showed Kirkpatrick or Kopowski on how he was doing a press conference and he was wearing a Fidel Castro T-shirt. And now, I mean, given the given context when it comes to Black Lives Matter, everybody knows. And when you try to do research on it, and when you try to see the CNN media manipulation, you would notice. You would know uh, how Black Lives Matter is nothing more than a violent, hypocritical uh, movement, leftist movement, regressive movement that is only there to push further divisions instead of having a sit down, an actual conversation with all of us, and how we can uh, 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 lower the decrease the amount of police brutalities, not just among blacks, but among whites and Hispanics and American citizens in general, and how police is really being militarized before our very eyes. No, instead, Black Lives Matter wants to destroy public property, likes to destroy advanced auto zones and Kmart stands and pharmacies, jobs that the little very little jobs that they have in their own little poor communities in their own poor neighborhoods. But that's enough about Black Lives Matter. The thing is that he's wearing a Fidel Castro T-shirt. What does that say about Kilpatrick and his motivations or his intentions? If you do research, deep research on Fidel Castro and his oppression in for the people of Cuba, you're gonna realize that it's very bad, and it creates that hypocritical bullseye or the hypocritical stance that is an NFL quarterback who is, quite frankly, a has-been, and he hasn't done anything interesting as of late except for running his mouth. And finally, the final video that is in my description box is the I think the great thing that came out of Infowars, that came out of Alex Jones, which is poor Joseph Watson completely annihilating the fuck out of his protests, or his oppression to African Americans here in the United States, where 68% of all NFL players are considered to be Black Americans or African Americans or whatever PC term you tend to claim. This is going to be a short video because I have to go to work soon and I have to walk the dog as well. All right? But America, yes, please listen. Listen to the people, not that it's listening to your little television sets, to your boob tube. Listen, actually do your own research and don't believe everything what these hypocritical celebrities and athletes think, because they have their own personal rhetoric. They're bought out and they earning their millions by their corporate sponsors that do not like a potential Trump presidency. That if he has it his own way, and if for me personally, if you vote for Donald Trump, I think it's a gamble. It's like vote is going to Las Vegas, putting all your money in and seeing if it count, seeing if you're going to get a success or not a success. But at least with Donald Trump, it's a gamble that he is probably going to get something. He's going to get some shit. He's going to get things straightened out. He's going to tell these corporations to get their act together. He's going to tell these politicians to grow a spine and actually believe in the Constitution. Hey, it's a lot better than a Hillary Clinton presidency, and you know what is expected of her. Her reputation is very damning, to tell you the truth. All right, but this is 07 signing off, and good luck to you all, and you guys have a nice week, rest of the week now. Peace.